All right. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. On this page, I talk about technology and money. If you are new here, please consider liking the channel, and then also liking the channel, and also subscribing. Liking the page does two things. Number one, it helps this content reach more people, so it helps to get out into the YouTube algorithm. And then number two, it encourages me to continue creating content that you all find helpful. So I do want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. I see the channel has picked up a couple of new subscribers over the past few weeks. And so glad that you're here. And then just so you guys know, I'm also live on TikTok. So TikTok, I'm also live over on my YouTube channel, same name. So today, before we get into today's topic, I just want to ask how is everybody doing? How are you doing? I hope you're having a good week so far, a good day. Today is Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. And I hope you're having a good week so far, okay? And I hope you have done or said something nice for yourself. So today, y'all, I wanted to do a quick video. I won't make this video very long. So I want to take a moment to just shout out and give a thank you to the Afrotech platform. They picked up one of my old videos that I did maybe like about 3 or 4 months ago about being a registered nurse working in tech. And since that time, I've gotten more subscribers. I've gotten questions from different nurses. So I did want to appreciate whoever said Afrotech my video or however they came across it. I appreciate it. But so today's topic is going to be a quick one. Okay, we're going to do a quick one today. Today, I'm going to be giving you all 3 actions you can take now to start a transition from the bedside to tech. Okay, so who is today's video for? So today's video is for nurses, whether you're a registered nurse, licensed practical nurse, licensed vocational nurse, CNA. When I say nurse, I don't discriminate against, a nurse. When I say nurses, I mean all types of nurses. So this is for those nurses who may be working at the bedside or maybe working in a clinical area, outpatient clinic, maybe perioperative space, and you're interested in starting a transition into tech. You may have an idea to where to start, you may not, but want to know what are some things that you can do to get started on a transition. And I did receive some questions about this, okay? And then someone also sent me a TikTok of a nurse who works at the bedside, and she was talking about how it is with so many different specialties of nursing that you can go to from the bedside. Like, what do you do? Like, where do you start? You have to research schools. You have to talk to different people. So I decided, based on the questions that I've received and also that TikTok video, just to do a quick video, okay? A quick video on 3 things that if you are a nurse working in a clinical space and interested in transitioning into tech, what are some things that you can do? Okay, some very what they sometimes call in the corporate world like a low-hanging fruit, a quick win, something that is within reach to you, that is may take a little effort but does not cost you any money. It would only cost you some things in terms of time. Okay, so that's just to get you started. All right, so for those who are still on TikTok, I'm also live on my YouTube channel, same name. I am going to be sharing my screen here in a moment, so if you want to see the resources and the content that I'm going to be sharing, just come on over to the YouTube channel, okay? And so I'll keep the TikTok up. I'll stay live over here. Just know that I'll be talking to the other screen. Okay, so what are 3 actions? Okay, y'all, give me one moment. I'm getting ready I want to share my screen here in a moment. All right. Hope y'all are having a good one. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So let me come back here. So first of all, 3 actions that you can take right now to start a transition from the bedside to tech. So my number one is always to start where you are. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Look for opportunities within your organization where you work, the facility where you work, that you can be active in, especially if your organization has electronic health records. Like, say if they use, I'm just going to throw out some names, not endorsing any EHRs here: Epic, Cerner, Allscripts, or Oracle Cerner, since Oracle just bought Cerner for a couple of $1 billion. But if you work in an organization that has an electronic health record, start there. Look for opportunities in your organization to see if you can participate in an informatics committee or an informatics council, or if there are any type of IT governance committees where nursing sits on to provide input for changes to the electronic health record. Or are there any opportunities for you to be a super user? Okay, so like when I say super user, do you have if your organization has an electronic health record and they have those people on your team or on your unit who are responsible for like training new staff, orienting new staff to the electronic health record, that could be your opportunity to start learning about the work that an informatics nurse does. But even before we get to that level, just start familiarizing yourself with like terms that are used in the maintenance and care of an EHR. And welcome to Gen RN. I'm glad that you're here. Oh, you're about to start school, your MSN in informatics, and you're very excited. That's great. And then let's see, I'm glad you're here. And then for those on TikTok as well, just drop your questions in the chat as well, and I'll get to your questions as well. So that's number one. Look for opportunities within your organization. So like, for example, some hospitals and organizations that have Epic have what they call governance committees or governance councils. And these governance councils may meet perhaps once a month. And what they do in those meetings is they review any changes that nursing, respiratory, physicians, etc., want to make to the electronic health record. And they talk about the impact of those changes on workflows, etc. So that's number one. That is a really quick win, low-hanging fruit, an action that you can take right now if your organization has an electronic health record of any kind. So talk with your manager, if your manager is approachable. And then I always say, especially for those larger health systems and hospitals, oftentimes there are nurses working in the IT department and no one knows that they're nurses. So you would be surprised once you start talking to people. So that's number one. Number two, the second action that you can take to start a transition from the bedside into tech, that is a quick win, a low-hanging fruit. Number two, you can check out the American Nurses Informatics Association website. And I'm going to share my screen and tell you why this is a good resource and a good place to start. So let's see here. Can y'all see that well? For those who are here, and welcome to those on TikTok. Okay, so someone asked on TikTok, how do you become a super user? That's a great question. What you can do is you can talk to your nurse manager, you can talk to a leader within your organization and ask them if they can get you connected into the IT department, and ask them if there are any opportunities for you to receive some extra training on the electronic health record that's used in your organization. Okay, so the number two tip is come to the ANIA website. And why is this a good resource? Especially if you're starting, especially if you are still at the bedside and you're not familiar with the type of work that a nurse, LPN, RN, LVN, CNA. I know all four types of those nurses who work in tech. But if you're not familiar with the type of work that a nurse who works in tech does, coming to the American Nursing Informatics Association will give you, it will expose you to more knowledge. And this is why I say this is a really good resource for y'all. So they do have a conference. So when I attended the ANIA conference back in April and talked about how it was one of the few conferences in the United States that's specifically geared for nurses working in tech. So that is a really good I met nurses literally from all over the United States. I think they had about 400 or 500 nurses in attendance, all working in all avenues of tech. I met nurses who are doing data science. I met nurses who are working in cybersecurity for electronic health records. I met nurses doing data analytics, nurses in insurance companies. I met nurses doing all kinds of cool things in tech. So that's just the conference. But in addition to that, on their website, what ANIA does is they post a lot of news about informatics and for nurses working in tech. They also have a journal, but you do have to be a member of the organization to read the journal. So they have articles like you see. They have an article here about computer-based simulation predictive modeling for pressure injuries. So that you do have to join the organization. They have social media. They do events. They do local events as well. So you, and when I say, I shouldn't say they do local events. I know some state nursing organizations have councils or arms wholly dedicated to nurses working in tech. But ANIA also has, they also have a job board. So I know that video of mine that got picked up by Afrotech, I got a couple of messages for some nurses saying, well, how do I find jobs? And I did a video, I did a live last week about how to find positions. And again, I will always take people back to say, you know, if you're not familiar with the type of work that a nurse does in tech, come to the job board. Read some of the job descriptions. Look at some of the things, skills and experiences they're asking for. And not all of these jobs require you to have experience. I started working in tech with no experience at all. All I had was 5 years at the bedside. So that is a good resource. You also have the opportunity, to network with other nurse informatics professionals. And then you can come here and see like where there are local organizations that are closer to you so that you can build your own network. And I always say the easiest, you get your biggest bang in terms of opportunities, jobs, careers, like speaking engagements, you get your biggest bang from your network. So not only the people you know, but the people who know you. So that's why I'm always encouraging people to network and just reach out to other nurses who already work in the industry. So that's one resource. Okay. So we're talking about today, for those who are just joining us on TikTok, we're talking about 3 actions that you can take as a nurse to start your transition from the bedside into tech. Okay. And so you can, and the organization, someone asked, what's the organization's name? The organization I was just talking about, I'm also live over on YouTube, is the American Nursing Informatics Association. And I'm sharing their website if you come over to YouTube. Okay. So action number 2, I said, was to go to the ANIA website. You can also come to the American Medical Informatics Association. Now, ANIA, let me come back to their main page. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So ANIA originally began geared for, in a sense, just quick history for physicians, but they also have other informatics professionals that are a part of their organization. It is not just for doctors and physicians in attendings, okay? And so I say that it's just like the ANIA website where they have events. You can also come and look at the job board to find opportunities as well. They also have a membership, but you don't have to join, right? So I'm just talking about those really quick wins. So when you come to the ANIA website, if you click on communities, they have a nursing informatics community. Very engaging. They're very welcoming. They have a working group. So they have a nursing informatics working group. They also have an alliance as well. So the Alliance for Nursing Informatics. And you can just come and educate yourself on the profession. And it's just another opportunity to learn about the type of work that informatics nurses do. So that's number 2. Okay. So number 1 was to look for opportunities at your organization. Number 2 was check out these organizations' website. And then number 3, the third thing that you can do, an action, a quick action, a low-hanging fruit, an action that you can take right now today doesn't cost you anything but your time to start a transition from the bedside to tech, is to follow health IT news outlets for what's happening in the industry. Now, this is really important. I'm going to share one of my favorite resources. It is not the only one, but I follow several health IT organizations on LinkedIn, also on Twitter as well, because that lets me know what is happening in the industry. Okay. And as you see, like breaking news in health IT, that gives you an idea of the direction that the profession is going. For example, Amazon just bought One Medical for almost $4 billion. So when I saw that breaking news last week that Amazon is going deeper into the health IT space, now Amazon already had a footprint in health IT. They already have Amazon Health. They've already bought that that pharmacy benefits company. I can't remember, but you can now order prescription medications on Amazon. But when I saw last week that Amazon bought One Medical for almost $4 billion, that told me, okay, Amazon may be beginning to hire even more nurses to work on their health IT side. You may start seeing some changes on the platform. To me, that signals opportunity. Another example, breaking news that I got last year, when I saw that Dollar General, you all, if you're familiar with Dollar General is that discount store where you can buy, like food and clothes and things for your home. Well, Dollar General is getting into the health IT space. Well, it's getting into the health space, and they're going to start having Dollar Generals with like clinics, very similar to like how CVS has like the Minute Clinic, right? So when you see like organization, when you get that news, when you sign up for these health IT news outlets, and you're getting these breaking news, that lets you know what's happening in the space. That lets you know, okay, there's more opportunity. That lets you know, well, okay, Amazon is likely going to be hiring more nurses, Apple Health, etc. So one of my favorite outlets, and I'm sharing my screen, is Becker's. It's Becker's Hospital Review. Now, Becker's has a lot going on their website. Their website, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, as a nurse working in tech, their website is not the most visually pleasing. Okay. Instead of clicking around their website, what I have done is I have signed up for their e-newsletters. Now, if you just come to Becker's website, you can see all of the health IT news, right? They do. Let me tell you. Let me just put it in a different. Becker's be having all the tea. Okay, Becker's be having that tea before, or if it never even hit the main news. Okay, like they not only report out on like health IT, they also report on like hospital operations, like when a hospital is about to, nurses may be like trying to unionize. If any hospitals have like any regulatory dings, Becker's be having all the tea. Okay, but like, so on their front page here, you can see like, okay, here's the digital health IT company, a health IT company that they do layoffs. So, like, okay, which health IT companies is laying off? And this is really important because say if you are on one job on a website and you're looking at an organization has a position posted, okay, and you want to apply to it. But then you come here and you see like this organization is having issues with their finances or having some things going on with layoffs. That's what I mean by, staying on top of how it can be beneficial to stay on top of what is happening in health IT. So I do not come to Becker's website. Okay. What I do, so you can click on e-newsletters. And when you do that, you click on sign up for our free e-newsletters. Hopefully y'all are seeing that. Okay. Let me just do a quick check. If y'all can see that. Okay. So y'all are seeing that. Okay. And then what you can do is you can sign up for their health IT and CIO report. I've signed up for that. You can sign up for the digital innovation and marketing report. I also sign up for that because now when they say digital innovation, it's just not digital innovation within healthcare, it's within different other operations in addition to like health IT. And they have other newsletters, but the only two that I'm signed up for is this health IT one, this digital innovation one, and then I also have like their hospital review one up here just to kind of know what's happening in health systems and like startups. They have like tea about new startups. Like if a new like health IT startup just got say $100 million in funding, like a funding round, that lets you know, okay, if this startup just got $100 million infusion, they're likely going to be hiring soon. So that's why I think it's really important and very helpful to just stay in tune to what's happening in health IT news. Becker's isn't the only one. There's also TechCrunch. CNN does like some health IT news. Also CNBC as well. But I find Becker's they just have the most information. So yeah, y'all, that's it. That is it. I just wanted to give you all 3 actions that you can take to start a transition from the bedside to tech. Okay, I have one question here. Okay, I answered that one on TikTok. I have one here. Jen RN said, I became a member of ANIA last year to get a Head Start. Good. Is it necessary to become a member of HIMSS too? That membership is expensive. It is. Now, here's a little key, Jen. Before you pay for a HIMSS membership out of pocket, check to see if your organization, like if you work for a hospital or a health system, has a organization membership. Like, for example, an organization I used to work for, an IT company I used to work for, had an organization membership to HIMSS. And as part of that, they've already paid for anybody within the company to sign to be a HIMSS member. I don't have to come out of pocket at all. So before you like shell out the how many ever thousands of dollars to be a member of HIMSS, if you work for a hospital or a health system or a large company, check to see if they already have organization membership, and then you can just enroll under that. So it's not necessary to become a member of HIMSS, but it does help. Again, I have my membership through my the company I work for now, and also the one I worked for in the past. But it does help to stay connected again with your network, finding opportunities, jobs, etc. Okay, so those are the 3 items, y'all. I'm just going to do a recap for the new folks who joined over here on TikTok. So today's topic, and thank you for your question, Jen. So today's topic was 3 actions you can take now to start a transition from the bedside to tech. So action number 1, recap. Look for opportunities within your organization that you can participate in. A council, a governance committee, being a super user. Action number 2, go to the American Nurse and Informatics Association website, the American Medical Informatics Association website, and just click around. Familiarize yourself with the terms, with the content, with the news. Look at the job board. Look at the type of experience the jobs are asking for. And then action number 3 was follow health IT outlets, news outlets for like news, the keys on which organizations are getting funding, which ones are being bought out, like how Amazon just bought One Medical, just the moves being made. That gives you, trust me, I have gotten so much insight just from just staying on top of what's happening in health IT and just kind of staying on top of the technology that's out there. So there, y'all, that's it. I hope you find it helpful. If you made it this far and you're watching the playback, please do consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, I will be sure to leave my contact information in the description box. You guys know you can always respectfully reach out to me and ask questions or leave a comment in the video. And that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video.